If you're running a customer service team and you're not measuring the quality of service that your reps are providing, you're flying blind. You might think that things are going great, but your customers could be frustrated, confused, or even worse, quietly walking out the door, right? And you never know it. This is where the quality evaluation agent, also known as the quality assurance agent in Dynamics 365, comes in. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how it works, so let's dive right in. Hey guys, Deanne Taylor here. So why does quality measurement matter so much, right? Well, because service quality directly impacts customer retention, revenue, and your brand's reputation. Great service builds loyalty and it increases customer lifetime value. Poor service, on the other hand, even if it's not obvious, quietly drives your customers away. Now, historically, quality assurance was a manual process, right? Supervisors would sit down and review calls and chats and emails. They'd be scoring reps against a scorecard that looked at things like empathy, accuracy, process adherence, and communication clarity. Valuable, oh, absolutely, but it was very, very time consuming. And this is exactly the problem that the quality evaluation agent is designed to solve. So this agent is built around three core components that all work together. So let me walk you through each individual one. So the first one, and honestly the most important one, is the evaluation criteria, right? This is where you define what good service actually looks like for your organization. Think of it as your quality benchmark, right? You can configure specific questions, possible answers to those questions, scoring rules, and guidance on how everything should be interpreted. Again, this is where you decide what quality means, whether that's empathy, accuracy, compliance, or maybe all of the above, right? Now, here's where it gets interesting. There are actually two layers to the evaluation criteria. We're going to have appearance, and optionally, you could also have children. Let me explain. The parent criteria is your company-wide standard, right? The non-negotiables that every team has to follow. For example, you could be a global bank that needs every interaction reviewed for fraud prevention, customer verification, data privacy, right? So those questions, they live in the parent criteria and become that foundation for every evaluation across the business. Now, the extended criteria are the children, where individual teams build on top of that previously mentioned foundation, right? So a specific line of business can add their own questions and instructions while still inheriting all of those baseline questions from that parent. Now, the inherited questions cannot be modified in the extended criteria because it locks them for the individual teams, right? We don't want them to change them. But if the parent criteria gets updated, every extended criteria linked to it updates automatically. This gives you consistency across the organization with flexibility for individual teams. I love that. Now, the second components are the evaluation plans. And this is how you control which interactions get evaluated, when, and using which criteria. Now, evaluation plans are designed for bulk evaluations, so you can target specific scenarios like high priority cases or maybe a particular channel, and you can automate those reviews entirely. Now, that said, you don't have to use evaluation plans. You can also kick off evaluations on demand whenever you need them. And then finally, we have the evaluations themselves, right? This is where everything comes together. When an evaluation is completed, you can review every question from the criteria, the agent's answers, the score that was assigned, and the reasoning behind each individual answer. But what I really love is that there's also a summary and a recommended action section. So instead of just telling you that something went wrong, the agent actually shows you where the gap is and what to do next. That's incredibly powerful, right, for coaching. Now, here's a quick example. Let's say one of your evaluation questions is, did the customer service rep communicate effectively, right? The possible answers could include things like confusing or lengthy, or didn't paraphrase to confirm the understanding of the issue, or we could be on track. That means everything is good. So if a rep asked follow-up questions without restating the customer's concern, the agent could then select didn't paraphrase to confirm understanding of the issue, and it could assign a low score for that question. Clear, specific, and actionable, right? So that's how all the pieces of the quality evaluation agent fit together. The evaluation criteria, the plans, and the results all working as one. Now, the real value here is that you're replacing a slow manual Q&A process with an agent that scales across your entire team. It keeps standards consistent and turns every evaluation into a coaching opportunity. So that means better reps, happier customers, and a healthier business without that mountain of manual work, right? In a future video, I'm going to walk you through how to enable and configure this agent, so make sure you're subscribed so that you're not going to miss that video. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did enjoy this one, then don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Until next time.